Welcome back, my intrepid viewers, to the second chapter of our journey through the haunting of reflections. If you've just joined us, you're in for a spine-chilling treat as we delve deeper into the unsettling saga that transcends the boundaries of the living and the supernatural. In the first video, we witnessed the eerie encounter with Bloody Mary and the curse that binds her to the town of Willowbrook. Now, in this installment, we shall continue to unravel the dark secrets that lie beneath the surface. I'm Allara, your guide into the unknown, and I invite you to brace yourselves for the haunting conclusion of this gripping tale. Dim the lights, gather your courage, and prepare to step once again into the world of the haunting of reflections. Part 3. Emily's skeptical gaze didn't waver as Sarah recounted her encounter with Bloody Mary. It was as if the air itself refused to carry the weight of the supernatural tale, leaving the bathroom feeling ordinary once more. Look, Sarah, I get it. It's a creepy story, but you've probably just spooked yourself, Emily said, her tone a mix of concern and reassurance. Let's just head back downstairs and forget about all this. Reluctantly, Sarah tore her gaze away from the mirror, though a lingering unease gnawed at her. Together, they left the bathroom, the door shutting behind them, sealing off the portal to whatever dark realm lay beyond. As the days passed, Sarah tried to dismiss the encounter as her imagination running wild. She laughed it off, joined in the laughter of her friends, and even attempted to summon Bloody Mary again in jest, only to find the mirror reflect back the mundane bathroom once more. Yet, a seed of doubt had been planted within her. Mary's words, her spectral presence, had left an indelible mark on Sarah's psyche. Sleepless nights were punctuated by vivid nightmares, where Mary's bloody visage haunted her every thought. One evening, as the moon hung low in the sky, Sarah found herself inexplicably drawn back to the bathroom. The mirror's surface seemed to shimmer with an eerie light, inviting her to peer beyond the reflection. With a mixture of trepidation and determination, Sarah whispered, "Bloody Mary," 3 times, her voice quivering with a strange mix of fear and longing. The room darkened, and an icy wind swept through, but this time, Sarah stood her ground. Mary's form emerged from the mirror, her eyes fixated on Sarah with a mix of malice and curiosity. "Why do you summon me again, mortal?" Mary's voice resonated like a mournful dirge, carrying with it the weight of centuries. "I need to know," Sarah replied, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "Why are you trapped? What torment do you bear?" Mary's gaze seemed to soften, her ghostly features contorting with a mix of sorrow and anger. "I am bound by the curse of betrayal and injustice. My spirit exists between worlds, my soul tormented by the pain inflicted upon me." Sarah's empathy stirred a sense of connection, a bond with the vengeful spirit that defied the bounds of time. "Is there a way to free you from this curse?" she asked, her voice a whisper in the otherworldly darkness. Mary's form wavered, as if pondering the question for the first time in centuries. "There is a way, but it demands a sacrifice," she replied, her tone a haunting melody. "To break the curse, the one who summoned me must willingly offer their own reflection, merging their fate with mine." Sarah's heart raced as the weight of Mary's proposition settled upon her. The choice before her was one of unimaginable consequence, a decision that would irrevocably alter her destiny. As the moon cast its eerie glow upon the room, Sarah stood at the precipice of her choice. The legacy of Bloody Mary, the curse of Mary Hawthorne, hung in the balance. What would she decide, and could her sacrifice rewrite a tale etched in blood and betrayal? Final chapter. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an otherworldly glow as Sarah faced the ultimate choice. Mary's proposition lingered in the air like a spectral whisper, the weight of the curse and the promise of liberation pressing upon her. With a deep breath, Sarah gazed at the mirror, her reflection staring back at her. The mirror's surface seemed to ripple with an unspoken challenge, a choice that would forever intertwine her fate with the vengeful spirit before her. "Will you make the sacrifice, mortal?" Mary's voice resonated, a mix of anticipation and melancholy woven into her words. Sarah's heart hammered in her chest as she took another step closer to the mirror. Her reflection seemed to beckon to her, a silent reminder of the life she knew and the life she might relinquish. "I will," Sarah declared, her voice resolute, though her hands trembled at the magnitude of her decision. Mary's form wavered, her eyes gleaming with a mixture of gratitude and triumph. "Then let it be done." As Sarah's reflection began to blur, merging with the spectral figure before her, the room seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The air grew cold, and a deafening silence enveloped her, drowning out the world beyond. In a burst of blinding light, Sarah felt herself pulled into the mirror's surface, her senses overwhelmed by a kaleidoscope of sensations. She glimpsed fragmented memories and flashes of Mary's tormented past, her pain and rage intermingling with Sarah's own emotions. Time lost its meaning as Sarah's consciousness melded with Mary's, their identities merging in a twisted dance of fate. The world around her shifted and contorted, a swirling abyss of darkness and light. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the chaos ceased. Sarah found herself standing in the same bathroom, her reflection gone from the mirror's surface. She felt a strange detachment, as if a part of herself had been severed and replaced. As Sarah surveyed the room, a haunting realization dawned upon her. She could see herself, but her reflection remained absent. Panic surged within her as the truth of her sacrifice settled upon her like a heavy shroud. The price of breaking the curse had been her reflection, her connection to the world, her very identity. Sarah was trapped between the realms, her existence forever altered by her fateful decision. And so, the legend of Bloody Mary continued, but with an unexpected twist. Sarah's sacrifice had not only bound her to the vengeful spirit but had also granted Mary a glimpse of redemption through empathy and shared torment. In the years that followed, stories of a haunted bathroom circulated once more, but now, they spoke not only of Bloody Mary's wrath, but also of a girl who had dared to defy fate and forever intertwine her life with a spectral curse. The legacy of Willowbrook and its haunted reflection lived on, a testament to the intertwining of the living and the supernatural, and the consequences of choices made in the shadows of the unknown. And so concludes The Haunting of Reflections, a tale that delved into the depths of the supernatural, challenging the boundaries between life and death, and the sacrifices one might make to rewrite a story etched in blood and betrayal. As our journey through The Haunting of Reflections comes to an end, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of the known and the unknowable. The tale of Sarah and the vengeful spirit Bloody Mary reminds us that reality is but a thin veil, and that the choices we make can forever alter the course of our lives. In a world where the supernatural and the mundane intertwine, we are left to ponder the boundaries of life, death, and the mysterious forces that lie beyond. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the eerie and the unexplained. Until next time, remember to question, to wonder, and to always keep your eyes open to the shadows that dance at the edge of perception.